Okay, everybody, thank you very much for coming. Today, I am extremely excited. You should all be just equally as excited because today, not only am I your classmate, but I am now your teammate. What are we playing? We're actually going to be throwing shot put. Now, probably didn't go unnoticed that I have this really heavy bag here of leather, and this actually has two shot puts in it. The first one in my left hand here is a man's shot put, 7.26 kilograms. Why don't you take a hold of that? And this one here is half the size of the male shot put at 4 kilograms. Go ahead and knock that. The man's shot put can be anywhere from 110 to 130 millimeters in diameter. Anything other than that, and it's a DQ'd shot put, and you can't throw it in competition. That's it. Now,
do people try to get away with that?
I'm sorry?
Do people try to get away with that?
Every now and again. Sometimes the steel gets warped and things like that. The female shot put over there being passed around is actually, obviously it's smaller. That can be 95 to 110 centimeters. Just like the male shot put, it can. Should it be too big or too small, they will impound it and they won't let you throw it. So those are your generic shot puts for men and for women. A high school shot put is 12 pounds in the United States, and internationally it is 6 kilograms. Those are our shot puts. Now, this is what every thrower needs in front of me. I carry this everywhere to every track meet. Much like a fisherman's tackle box, we need this to be able to perform. Let's delve a little bit deeper. In my front pocket, first rule, always carry tape. This tape is my best friend, and yes, the cat is out of the bag, I don't have any real friends. This tape saves me from many years of carpal tunnel down the line because I tape my wrist, like so I don't want to waste it because I have competition this weekend, but I will tape my wrist vigorously and probably down to my forearm to get a better flick and to, it's 16 pounds in my hand, I don't want to hurt my wrist or anything. An interesting point about this, however, is that you can't actually have tape above your wrist in competition. The officials will say, take that off, obviously. Funny story, I actually had a Band-Aid on my finger and they made me take it off. I'm not kidding. Now, in this bigger part of my bag are two types of shoes. These are my discus and hammer shoes. I'm not a rotational shot putter, which I'll get into a little bit later, but a rotational shot putter would wear these shoes. They're more plasticky and you can spin really fast. You can tell they're plastic. These next shoes here are my glide shoes. They're made of a grooved rubber and they give you a lot of grip because you're going to be kicking back as opposed to rotating. I passed these around, but we had a rainy practice on Monday and right now they smell like gross. So I'm just going to put these back. Which brings me to my next point, gliding and spinning. You can be a glide shot put like me. The typical glide shot putter is actually really tall, around 6'5" to 6'8" or higher, and they have a huge wingspan, and they're generally explosive because every thrower is explosive. A glide looks a little something like this. Everything here will be in the use of a right-handed thrower. So to glide, you're going to start on your right leg, find a focal point in the back of the circle, and then of course just kick back and throw. A rotational shot putter will straddle their circle like so, and I don't think I have enough room here, but then they go in here and spin around and throw. Obviously a glide has two components, whereas a rotational shot putter would have a billion. I honestly don't know too much about it. So those are the two possible techniques you can use for your circle. Oh, by the way, here's your circle. This is not Flavor Flav's necklace. Now, I've broken the circle up into a couple components. We'll start from the top. These red lines here are your sector lines. To have a legal throw, you need to throw the shot put anywhere inside of these sector lines. If you throw it to the right or to the left, obviously it's a foul, which means you can't get a legal mark. Moving down, this is your toe Now this is the aerial view, so what you can't see is the toe board is actually about 4 inches off the ground. It extends up, and it's actually to help you because when you're putting all of your effort into throwing, you might fall out the front. And if you fall out the front of the circle, anywhere up here with your foot, then that also is a foul. So us throwers, what we like to do is after we throw, we hit that toe board really hard with our feet, and that keeps us in the circle. Now, moving to the actual circle here, it's 7 feet in diameter. This straight line is for gliders like me, who like to have a focal point, gliding back, landing into the center of the circle, and then throwing. And of course, the rotational shot putters will put each leg here and throw that way. You can enter anywhere in the circle, but you must leave this back half marked by these lines. Now in competition they might have tape on the outsides to show you, but regardless you can enter anywhere you want. Any step on or around over the circle on the toe board outside, immediate foul, so don't do that. So let's recap real fast. We've shown our shot puts, we've shown our techniques, and we've shown our home. Let's take a look at what throwing really is. The essence of throwing to me is in this video. This here is, as you can see, Adam Nelson. I'm only going to show a segment of his video, but it is absolutely stunning. Hopefully it'll load fast enough.
Guys in the shot put, and it was Adam Nelson, twice the Olympic silver medalist, who in round 3 took the world lead in 2008 with a throw over 70 feet, but he had more, Larry.
He certainly did. A crowd of 12,000 got jacked up with this toss. 72 feet, 4 3/4 of an inch. Sensational stuff. His best ever, Dwight. Interesting.
So here he is. The alter egos kick in. Who knows which one of this is? The evil twin, or Nelly, or the Poobah. But he gets into it, and the crowd gets into it with him. He's urging them on and rhythmic clapping as he steps in for the 3rd round. This is where he had his first big throw at Milrose last week. He knows he only has 4 total, so he's got to explode somewhere close to here.
And he blasts that out into territory not seen indoors since 1989. Only 2 people have thrown further than Adam Nelson in history. Randy Barnes and East German Oak Timmerman did it.
All right. That gives perfect credibility to why I have the hyperlink as the best. That is Adam Nelson. He's pretty old now, but as you can see here, he threw over 70 feet. That's number 10 all time in the entire world, and this guy's clean. Most of those people out there are on steroids back in the 80s and stuff. And you saw he's a rotational shot putter, but what I really like about him, you might have missed, or maybe you didn't. His yell at the end of his throw. His yell is why I chose this video. He's not even my favorite thrower. His yell is absolutely amazing. My favorite thrower, Reese Hoffa, says it like this: you could lose about 4 to 5 feet on your throws if you don't yell. So you could be the best technician in the world, and if you're not pumped up for your own throw and you don't yell like a madman, like an intimidating force, then by golly, people, you might not be in first place. 5 feet in a competition can go from first to last in a heartbeat. Let that be a lesson. So, since we are learning to be shot putters, let's exercise our vocal cords a little bit. On the count of 3, I'm going to go into a throwing motion, and we're all going to yell. You ready? Clear your throats, people. 1, 2, 3. Ah! That's perfect. Excellent. It's a little quieter over this side there. Well, now you know. You know what it feels like to be a thrower. So we've got our implements ready, and we've got our circles, and all we need now is to know what it feels like to throw. Unfortunately, that could happen at the end of class, but think about this, people. You know everything about that there is about to throwing. So just remember this. Shot put is not for the weak-minded, not for the clumsy. It is for the powerful and agile. So by all means, get powerful, get agile, and throw and yell. Thank you.
Thank you.